Phil Baroni was once known as the New York Badass, a loud, charismatic, and fearless fighter who brought a wild edge to the early years of mixed martial arts. He was brash in press conferences, explosive in the cage, and unforgettable to the fans who loved both his knockouts and his chaos. Born in Long Island in 1976, Baroni grew up tough, with a passion for combat sports. Wrestling, boxing, and eventually MMA became his calling, and when the UFC came knocking in the early 2000s, he seized the spotlight with both fists. In his prime, he was a walking headline, famous for brutal first-round finishes and for telling the world exactly what was on his mind. But behind the showmanship and the adrenaline, life was far less glamorous. As the years passed and his career slowed, Baroni struggled to adjust to life after fighting. The arenas grew quieter, the opportunities fewer, and the chaos outside the cage began to overshadow his legacy inside it. By 2023, he was living in San Pancho, Mexico, far from the bright lights of Las Vegas fight nights. On New Year's Day, everything changed. According to police reports, a violent argument broke out between Baroni and his girlfriend. Neighbors heard shouting. Authorities say the confrontation turned physical, ending with her suffering severe injuries and later being found dead in a bathroom. Baroni told police she had slipped and hit her head after he accused her of cheating, but investigators alleged her wounds told a different story, pointing toward a deliberate and brutal assault. He was arrested and charged with aggravated femicide under Mexican law, a charge that carries decades in prison if convicted. For the MMA world, it was a stunning fall. This was a man who had once shared the ring with legends, who had been cheered for his toughness, now standing in a courtroom in a foreign country wearing a prison uniform. The confident, trash-talking fighter was gone, replaced by a quiet, guarded man awaiting trial in one of the harshest legal systems in the world. As of 2025, Phil Baroni remains behind bars, his fate sealed in uncertainty, but his career undoubtedly over. What was once a story of grit and glory has become a cautionary tale of how a violent temper, personal demons, and a single irreversible night can destroy everything. From the roars of the crowd to the silence of a cell, Phil Baroni's journey is a stark reminder that even the toughest fighters can't escape the consequences of their actions.